What's going on, guys? Hardware Junkies here, and today we're bringing you a Fortnite video. I hope you're excited because we're about to show you some of the best spots to drop in this map to get the best loot right from the start. This is prime to your survival in this game, and this is how you're going to win. You need to get a great gun right in the beginning, and that is your way to victory. So, we're going to get started, and here is the first place. Alright guys, so in place number 5 we have these 3 little spots around the map. You have one in the northeast, one in the northwest, and then one down in the south. When you drop, all 3 are identical. You got a sort of demolished structure as well as a house. There could be a chest in one, both, or maybe even neither. It's kind of hit or miss here. I've had times where there's a chest and other times when there's not. Usually there is though, and I've had good luck. It's a great spot if you're trying to go and you don't want to be bothered by a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that are going to go here, and you can usually get good stuff as long as there's a chest. So coming in at spot number 4, we have a place just south of Tomato Town. It's called the Tunnels, and this is going to be a great spot if you want to land in the center of action of the map. It's pretty central. It's right by Tomato Town as well as Dusty Depot, so either side you come out you can pretty much find people if you want to get some kills. Now my recommendation here is to land right on the top, so then you can get some guns on your way down, because there is a probability that you're going to have at least one other guy in this place. So I go down the steps, I grab a gun so that I'm ready to fight, and then once you get down to the bottom of the steps, like I'm about to be in a second here, you can go out the green door, and as you can see I'm making sure there's nobody here, and you're going to want to run over to the wall just adjacent to where we came out. And you're going to break down the wall just like this, and once you get inside here there is a possibility of 3 chests to spawn. Unfortunately in my gameplay I had none that spawned, but each table has its own chest that can spawn in, as well as on the left side of the table you also have an ammo box, so don't miss that guys. You can definitely get some ammo and some chests here, and then you're ready to roll out. There's usually guns all throughout the tunnel, plus if you get those chests it's going to have you set for the game. So then usually at this point you're ready to move out now that you got your guns. So from here a great spot to go is right over to the brick building if you want to get loot a little more. There's usually a chest up on the roof, however there's a high likelihood that there's been people here already, so be extremely cautious. One of the things you're going to want to do that I like to do is build a ramp right up to the roof. This way you can listen for footsteps on the inside, check the roof for breakage already. If it seems clear, go right through and you might even be able to find another chest inside here. So this is number 4, and now let's move on to number 3. Alright guys, so coming in at number 3 we have a spot just south of Lonely Lodge, and it's going to be the car lot. So just another tip I'm going to give you guys is try to avoid the places that have games. Unless you're good, you want to avoid those places because there's going to be a lot of action, and if you're not good at fighting, or there's just a really high likelihood that you're going to die there. So we want to avoid those at all costs until you get really good at the game. So back to the car lot. Once you land, you want to land right on top of this barn, as you can see, and break in through the roof. Just watch you're not too far forward or you might fall on the ground. And you can find the chest right in the back. As you can see, I found a purple star, which was just amazing, and I had to keep playing this game just to win. I got really close. I didn't win, unfortunately, but it was a really fun game. So back to the chests. If there is not one up in the top of the barn, there is almost always one somewhere in this place. If you go look right in the middle, I didn't have any footage of it, but it's right in the middle of the car lot. You should be able to find the other chest. It's pretty easy to do, and I really like this place because there's a possibility of yet another chest. If you go just a little bit south, you're going to be able to go to the exit of the car lot, and you'll find the Leaning Tower of Fortnite. It's basically a stack of cars that's pretty much guaranteed to have a chest right on top of it. So that should be able to get you some more weapons or whatever you need. And then from there you can head over to Lonely, you can head over to Retail, wherever you think you're going to go get some kills and win the game. So that's going to be location number 3. Now let's head on to number 2. Alright guys, so coming in at number 2 is going to be a spot right down in the Moistmire. This is an awesome location. Not a lot of people go to Moist, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by a bunch of people when you go there. There is pretty much usually 1 to 3 chests underneath the first tree that we're going to go to. It's the biggest tree in the Moist, so you're just going to want to drop in the tree that I'm dropping on in the video here. And then once you hit the ground, just go right around the tree, and there is usually 1 to 3 chests around the trunk of this tree. After you do that, you can head south, and then there is another structure here where you can find usually another chest. So this is great because you can find up to 4 chests in this location if you're lucky. I love it here. The other thing you could do after that is you can run over to prison and you can loot that as well, and you should be set for the game. Alright guys, so finally we have our number 1 spot. The number 1 spot in this game, in my opinion, is going to be the Builder's Hut. It's an awesome place. You can usually find 3 chests here. If you land on the roof, that's what I usually do right from the start, is you land on the roof and break in, and there's usually a chest right on the top. As you can see in the video here, there's also a chest on the side, and then once we get later on into this footage, you'll see there's also a 3rd spot. So it's an awesome spot to go, so you can get a lot of loot. And as you can see, we didn't have a chest on the top this time, but if you go down the steps and go down to the 2nd floor, you can then go right through the door to right behind me here. You'll see in a second, I'll go there. And that door right over here, that's where you're going to want to go. That's a 3rd spot for a chest in this house. So obviously I only had 1 chest in this game, but a lot of the times you'll be able to get up to 3 chests in this location. Now after that, you can just start running off to the north, and there's another 2 places that you can find chests. So if you look to that top there, there's an ice cream truck, and that usually will have a chest there. However, you got to be careful. People do jump there right from the start, so there's a high probability that's already been hit. But you can also hit this house right here and get some awesome loot. As you can see, I died, but there is a chest in that house as well. So if you just push between the Builder's Hut and you go to the ice cream truck or that house, you have a great potential at this place to get some awesome loot, and that can lead you to a win. So these are my tips. These are my favorite spots to land. You guys play around. Let me know which ones are your favorite down in the comments. And if you want to see more videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. So that's all we got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time.